Hello, hello, chat. You like the DMB? The name of the DMB track is what's it called? Oh, fuck! I can just look it up, dude. I'm drunk as fuck right now. FY Hotel by FY underscore Hotel by YouTube channel Nook. And it's spelled like it sounds like, obviously. Try to lower the volume a bit. We're gonna watch some more Owen content, obviously. And I usually start my streams with a bit of time ahead so I can give people time to show up. All that stuff. All that good shit, but alright. Let's get to it, I guess. I want to watch I'm drinking some wine. If you want to know what kind of wine it is, I'm out of bud, so I might as well drink. I'm not usually a drinker, so this hit me like a break, but Bariso Barossa Valley Estates, a Shiraz, 2013. God, I miss my drinking good wine, but that's neither here nor there. I'm drinking decent wine. I should have taken more bottles. Anyways, let's start with some funny ones, dude. Let's start with I gotta put this in order so I can see what the fuck which came which. Oh, this one. I'm fat in Spain. This is my favorite one. I gotta clip this.
Watch how coconut oil affects belly fat.
Is coconut oil?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Arone. I don't care. Oops, my bad.
And then this is a little segment from the new documentary that's coming out soon. So I'm definitely kind of fat in it, but I
Kinda. Big boy, kinda.
don't care. Listen, this is my time to be fat.
Right.
It's like I have a new theory about fatness. I think sometimes your body makes you a little fat when you're under a lot of stress because it's trying to ground the vibrations that are coming at your heart.
That makes
I know
no
that
fucking
sounds
sense.
crazy, but I don't care what you think about me.
Okay. Okay.
With that being said, I'm glad I lost a little weight since this, but I know why I was getting a little fat. I think I was getting hammered so hard. I'll show you what it's like to be in quarantine alone. I'll show you another clip.
It's COVID's fault. I was in quarantine. That's what else could I do but eat? Push-ups, squats. What was no? His wife fattens him up. I think she's trying to kill the bastard. It's fucking hilarious.
But we made it through. We made it through the winter. All right, but watch. Just check this out. This is kind of fascinating. Yeah, where's this clip? Because I've been thinking a lot about what really plagues the health of America, and it's not CV, it's obesity. And what is it? I think, and I don't think it's 5G towers or anything. How dare you, dude? Just I think it's the collective consciousness is so sick right now that when you go against it, I think sometimes your body will just start like, what's it called? what's it, inflaming? Like you inflame to like stop the electrical field of people trying to hurt you. You know?
Some schizo shit, dude.
And if you don't understand what I went through, watch what I was telling people in October and understand because I've been through pit pedestal swings a lot.
Right.
When people put you through, when you see the future, it can be very stressful. I'm like 30 pounds fatter in it. So now I'm watching it. I'm like, you fat fuck. You haven't even killed any of your parasites in your gut yet.
He drinks turpentine,
Lazy
by the
fuck.
way.
I'm thinking that about myself.
It's funny.
All right, anyway, enjoy.
See, the way I think, I just see this and I'm like, I could get so many goats out here.
Look at the fat fucker.
So what are we doing today?
Damn, big boy.
He's in, and everybody's in great shape in Europe. I felt like a fat fuck.
You are a
like
fat
I'm
fuck.
literally about to, because like I haven't been able to run in like a full year because of my back. Yeah, I'm 39, 6'8", and I fucking have moved a lot of weight in my life.
Right.
A lot of football, a lot of old injuries, guys.
Is that why you're fat?
Because like I like to eat, but usually I just burn an absurd amount of calories just in my day. And I haven't, I haven't had any big projects lately. And I don't know. You weigh over 300 pounds, don't you? No. Hang on a second.
Look at the look in his eyes. Look at the embarrassment.
Over 300 pounds? Dude, I'm not an actual fat person. I'm fat in Spain.
Everyone else is skinny, so relatively I'm fat, guys. Don't you get it? Relativity.
Don't go DUI. You realize that I've had 2 White Claws and I'm 275 pounds.
So this was when he was skinny. He's like 6'5", 8, but like 285 is him being skinny. Now this fat fucker talk about, I'm not 300 pounds. Oh, stop the cap.
DUI, I would fucking blow a 0.0. God, people are so fucking retarded.
Oh, you look. Oh, great. Here it comes. All right. It's all good. Just sharing with you guys. Physically, you're too far gone, BB. I know. I'm just too far gone. Like, why would I even try to be healthier?
Right.
Stop asking if he drank. Yeah, dude. If you want to start getting like drama-y, it's about to become a band fest. He's not Jacob the Hutt. Guys, I'm not even fucking fat. I'm just fat in Spain. Just being around just really fit dudes all the time. I'm like, I gotta really start running again. It was really intense. That was.
Oops, guys. I gotta find a way to fucking fix this camera angle for the stream because it's cutting off the top of his head, and I don't like that. Give me a sec. I gotta get a better angle of this fat fucker. Give me a sec. Ooh. What did I do here? Okay. And you know what? I don't know what I did, but let's just do this. 1 second. Bam. That should be better.
I was just making that up, but that I gotta remember that melody. It goes. Sleeps tonight, dude. Sorry, getting jammed up.
The fucking lost to cry.
All right, I'm being a pussy, but
You are.
I think when you're going through a purge or something, like, is there any signs to like emotions being released in your fat cells?
No.
Like I couldn't even finish that song.
It's because you're a pussy.
And I do think that people hold up all this trauma and emotion and they're like worms and they're fat. No one teaches you in school or in even like health professional school that like you store emotions in fat. It's like you store that shit. Some of the fear stuff I can sometimes suppress. And I think it can be stored in your fat. I think that we store pain in our fat. And like that's why a lot of people that are going through a lot of pain get real fat. Because it's like you bottle it up and you store it, it just becomes fat. And then when you're like purging it and you're purging the worms in your body and worms,
Owen. What? Worms. Only gay dudes and dogs get worms, dude. What are you talking about?
I couldn't finish that song without crying. I know the people writing me emails aren't even real. I mean, they just try and get at me, and I know showing that it works is a problem. I get all that, but I'm just telling you that, like, I don't know. I don't think this even has to do with them. I think this has to do with me releasing trauma that was stored in my fat. But she's getting just unbelievable at cooking to the point where I'm becoming a
He's blaming his wife.
Stop it. Don't put that
It's
on
her
me.
fault.
big fat bear.
It's this bitch's fault.
Gordoso. It's
Stop
just so,
cooking-
the food is
stop
so good.
cooking
This is our
food,
ancestral
bitch. I'm getting
DNA,
fat.
right? It's like winter makes you like my wife has no problem with food. When she used to drink, she would get a little wild. Why? Because she's part.
All right, let's skip this part. I heard it already. I think this is the only time he says it. Oh, wait, I already saw this part too.
I cannot fuck the bread. All right. Big Bear, you make me laugh so easily. Nice. BB's gonna square in the no, that was a joke. Let's not go down that. That's not a new theme. We don't have no bread porn, BB. It was a joke. It was a joke about consumption.
Right.
I've never had an instinct to bang the bread. I thought that was obviously a joke. All right. I think a lot of Middle Eastern cosmologies like Islam are more connected to God because they've had the shit bombed out.
Just want to say, the Chinaman hat is Kino. It makes me want to get one. It makes me want to get a Chinaman hat and sit outside in the hot ass sun and and yell about stupid shit. That's what I want to do. Owen's a trailblazer, bro, for real.
Out of them, and they've been starving now for a long time because of fat fucks like us who just go, how dare you? I believe that there is emotions and trauma and shit in your fat
Right.
and in your gut biome, and when you go against it, they rage and they release. And I felt a little like drunk. The only way I could describe it is drunk last night. Like I felt drunk, and I obviously wasn't drinking and haven't and don't drink, but I felt like, you know how when you drink, you don't have full control over your emotions. Like you don't, like things will just bubble up, and you're like, where the hell did that come from? And it's neither good or bad. It just is like you don't have that protection. That's how I felt last night from fasting and cleansing and stuff. It felt like I was drunk. Estrogen in the fat. Dude, that makes sense because I was being a little bit estrogen-y last night. That blubber comes from addiction. Dude, I have blubber. I have addictions. I'm addicted to food. I'm dealing with it with fasting and shit. It's an uphill battle. I get it.
Uphill.
But it's like the blubber. Like I have blubber on my, people call it dad bod or whatever. Fuck that. I have blubber on me. I'm starting to run and swim again and shit though, but whatever. It's an uphill battle. Richie from Boston has a bit of a bigger hill of a battle, but you can lie to yourself all you want and say, "Oh, all this fat on my gut that I didn't used to have, that's going to help me survive." No, it won't. That's a result of addiction. That's a result of trauma. That's a result of non-harmonious living. I'm still addicted to food. I still eat when I feel empty. I understand. I battle addictions myself. I quit drinking. I quit pornography.
I don't believe you.
And now I'm trying to figure out this food situation. I'm fasting as a sacrifice for God.
Yeah.
And in doing so, I'm seeing a lot of shit in myself. I think Richie from Boston should do it too. If he fasts for like 15 minutes, I know he'll probably get lightheaded and pass out. Hopefully he passes out on an unwrapped Twinkie so
Who the fuck is Richie from Boston? Dude, you're gonna get your ass beat talking like that, fat boy.
he can consume it and not fucking spiral. You were carrying Winter's weight, Bear's Hiring? Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I was just thinking of theories, and if there's
what
ever
it
a
is.
time to get a little fat in your life, it's when you have a pregnant woman and 2 little kids. It's like,
Guys, my wife's pregnant. What am I gonna stay skinny? Dude, guys, she's pregnant. She wants to eat. I want to eat. What's the problem? It's not my fault. It's her. It's actually her fault. Actually, when you think about it.
because I was talking to Amy, I was like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have she's like,
Yeah, let's stop her from eating food because I'm a fat ass. That's genius, Owen.
I'm a pregnant woman. I'm going to be eating brownies. And I'm like, And just something clicked in my head. And I was like,
Me too.
fair.
Me too, I guess. I guess I'm eating brownies too, even though I'm not pregnant. And I can hit the gym whenever I want because I'm fucking rich. Me too, honey. That's fucking hilarious.
And that's fine. And this is the time for that.
Right.
This is the time for that. And our ancestral DNA, like really reconnect to your ancestors, what they went through. Like if you binge food, you know, it's because I was raped as a kid. No, it might just be because you come from a long line of people with some real bad winters. And so right now, a lot of our Jewish brothers and sisters are battling the urge to pick up a camera and film exploited women and then throw cocaine at them.
Right.
Just like me, I battle getting a Viking ship, an army, and eating myself to death. How was my diet?
Bad.
Perfectly on point. You know, that's one thing about why I'm a little...
He's gotten fatter in between clips. He's gotten fatter. Talking about, oh, perfectly on point. How's my diet? Bad. It's not going well. How could you tell?
Just because you come from a long line of people with some real bad winters.
Oh, he likes to eat. I forgot to say this. He likes to eat in the winter and pretend he's a fucking Viking. Oh, I'm actually fat because I'm a Viking, guys.
And so right now, a lot of our Jewish brothers and sisters are battling the urge to pick up a camera and film exploited women and then throw cocaine at them.
Lamau.
Just like me, I battle getting a Viking ship, an army, and
he's
eating myself to death. How was my diet? Perfectly on point. You know, that's one thing about why I'm a little fat these days. I'm not blaming my family. But when you're always around...
But...
My diet? Perfectly on point.
I like how he's gonna, like... He's just gonna admit to it immediately. Like, yeah, I'm totally gonna blame my family right now. But, hear me out.
You know, that's one thing about why I'm...
Look, he's starting to laugh. He's starting to giggle already because he's setting up... He's setting up to blame his wife again. She cooks so damn... Her food is so good, guys. You don't get it. I can't not weigh 350 pounds, guys. She's... if she stopped cooking, I'd stop being... damn it. But what can you do? You know, happy wife, happy life. You know what they say.
I'm a little fat these days. I'm not blaming my family.
Right.
But when you're always around a pregnant woman... I've been around a pregnant woman now for 4.5 straight years.
This fatty keeps getting his wife pregnant so we can have an excuse to get fatter. That's hilarious.
Stop. And little kids that are always snacking and baking. It's so hard. It's like I'm now in like the when it comes to discipline, I'm now slacking.
Yeah.
Because it's like when I was with Kevin training,
his gay lover.
I lived alone, and basically I lived in a bombed out building. You know, it was a nice apartment, but I'd only have, you know, raw, what's that, bone meal, like the stuff in the middle of bones and like.
That's not true. You were a fucking caveman. You were eating like a fucking caveman. Or stop lying. Oh, I'd only eat the hair off a chimp's ass. That sustained me for weeks, guys. You don't get it. But now, my wife cooks all this good food for me. I can't not eat it, guys. It's situational, guys. You have to understand. You know,
buffalo meat and greens and all this stuff, and it was like nothing else came in because I was in complete control of my... that will never happen in my house now. Oh, how dare you? I thought you were in control. It would be tyrannical of me to say, hey, Amy, hey, everybody, come in. You know, Amy, little kids, get in here. All right, no more like fruit, no more snacking, no more baking. My fridge is gonna look like a
Get another fridge, fatty. Get another fridge. Why are you stopping your family from eating? Because you're fat. Oh, guys, I can't. Stop teasing me with all that good food, guys. We're just gonna... What the fuck? What kind of schizo shit is this?
Nigerian lion's diet.
Funny.
No, that would be awful of me. So I realized that. I can see how people get too obsessed with their own diet, and it's an odd narcissism that can overtake you when you're just obsessed with killing your gut Parasite, so I'm not going to go down that road. I saw the ticket. I saw the ticket where I could just fire up the live stream every day and go into great depth. And when she saw me, she was like, "You're wide."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "What?" And I was like,
Your mom's calling you fat, dude. Fucking calling you a fatty, but she's not trying to hurt your sensitive ass schizo feelings. Yeah, she says you're wide. That's code for you're fat, son. Lose some weight. That's what your mommy's trying to tell you, big boy.
she was saying that I don't look fat, but because I've been dealing with this too. It's like my shoulders have gotten wider.
Huge.
Right.
I looked
Yeah,
over.
yeah. It's called getting fat, Owen.
Owens.
Like my literally since the last time she saw me, I have like a bigger jaw and I have
Yes.
wider shoulders.
Wide.
And I'm like,
So
so am I
wide.
obese? And she's
Like
like,
an ape.
no.
Like an
She's like, you're just
orangutan.
becoming like a sequoia
Orangutan,
tree.
a monkey.
Rooted in Gig
Sequoia
Harbor.
tree.
Rooted. I finally have
What the fuck is a sequoia? I think I remember what a sequoia tree, but we're gonna look it up. Shall we? Let me put the music back on for a sec. Oh, fuck off. Fucking play when I tell you to play. Sequoia. Take it. Was. Yes. Damn, Owen, that's not a good thing. Your mom called you a big fucking tree. That looks like a fat tree, Owen. Your mom's calling you a fat tree. That's hilarious. A giant sequoia tree. I definitely spelled that wrong. There's no way I was gonna spell that right. Even if I wasn't drunk. Come back.
roots, so I don't have to have this little jaw and these narrow little. All right. Are you still stressed a lot? Okay. Yes. Yes. I'm stressed a lot. I think one of my son's friends has access to porn. Keep distance. Mom is. Yeah. Don't let your kids have sleepovers or be around other kids that have access to the internet.
Yeah,
I know that sounds harsh.
Let him be a
Look
weirdo.
at that phone or that iPad like it's a pedophile.
Right.
Like if your friends, and that I know that sounds harsh. I don't care. You want to really stop cycles? BB, just carbs and do cardio, and the fat will burn so quick, says guy who's down in timeout. You do that again, you're banned for life.
That's funny. It's fucking hilarious.
BB, it's so simple. Next time you're banned for life.
He's trying to give you advice, fatty.
Banned for fucking life.
Trying to give you advice. Relax.
If you're so fucking retarded that you don't think a college athlete like myself
right
knows how to cut carbs and work out, like, dude, you're either a fucking social I'm a social autist, and that's even worse. Next time you're gone. Big Bear's so fucking easy. Dude, if you walked 1 week in my shoes, I would love to sit down and interview you. Just fucking pretend that you understand other people's lives. Might be cortisol, man. Try a month of, oh, no way, you're now banned. You can come back as 2.0. You're banned for life. Am I acting like I want people telling me how to lose weight? If you're that fucking inept, like, come back as 2.0. Man, it's probably just stress. What you need to do is stop being hunted by the global cabal of media. Stop running a farm with your 2 little children and being one of the highest stressed industries in the world during an apocalypse. Stop taking care of 130 animals, 2 children, a pregnant woman while you're constantly being deplatformed and attacked by people who used to consider friends. But seriously, just don't eat sugar and go for a fucking jog. Like, are you crazy? Don't eat sugar and go for a fucking jog. How fucking inept can people be? Big Bear, listen, I'll get you on a word. Just do 50 pull-ups and 50 push-ups. Guys, I was a fucking... when me and Amy were first together, I was running 10 miles a day.
He was.
I mean, did I not think of that? I was just lowering my cortisol. Guys. Guys, I retune my piano. I drink water out of a fucking blue bottle. You don't think I'd try? I only eat organic food I grow. Big Bear, it's no problem. Just do an hour of cardio in the morning. Where do I get the time, guys? So you want me to stop doing streams? Is that what you want? Big Bear, it's so fucking... All you got to do, listen, cut out the carbs. Guys, I don't drink alcohol. I don't eat candy. I don't drink sugar.
Lies.
I eat organic food. I'm always moving. When you turn 40 and you have a high stress life, you battle weight. You do. It's a fact. And I'll talk to people about it, because the answer isn't to have some little shit act like I don't know what being a gym rat is. I know what being a gym rat is. I used to work out like 3 hours a day. I know what being a gym rat. I had like 4% body fat. Tell me if you're still a gym rat when you've been around a pregnant woman and little kids for 5 years in the most stressful position during an apocalypse.
It's not hard, bro. Relax.
It's just like, Jesus. It's inflammation. A lot of it is from stress. And it's from lowering of metabolism, and it's from not being able to do hard interval training. That's what it is. And having disturbed sleep. When you don't get 8 hours of like REM sleep, your HGH goes down. Like, it's just, people are so fucking retarded. They're like, dude, just get a membership at Planet Fitness, spend 2 hours there a day, and then drink all this fucking... And I also don't drink any of that GNC shit anymore, because I don't want it to affect my sleep. I used to drink these powders that would give me so much energy and shit. I could run farther and stuff. And now I don't have any of that. Just to let you guys know, everyone in the world hates the people that act like that. Like when you say, yeah, I'm really bad on stress, it's like, why don't you got to do is work out more and eat less.
Fuck.
Like, what's your life like? Like when you go into if someone's like, hey, I'm really feeling under the weather, be like, why don't you should do is drink water and vitamin C and get some more rest. And everyone's like,
that's good advice.
This is the thing, is most people just nod at you and go, oh, thank you. But in their mind, they're like thinking about how they can kill you.
Right.
BB, you're not fat. Thunderberry, you're in a timeout.
Ooh.
I know I'm not fat, Thunderberry. You're in a timeout. Next time you're banned for life. If you guys don't learn, like, someone's gonna kill you. We appreciate
not your
all
fat
right.
ass.
Next time you're banned, Thunderbear. I'm serious. You're not fat. Someone else. All you have to do is jog.
You should
BB,
jog.
you're fat. Thank you, Javi Bear. I am fat. I mean, I'm not like fat, but I'm fat.
What's that even mean?
Can you share my ideas on how to cut down stress, Big Bear? All right, guys. I'm going to land the plane a little early today. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, because I am about to ban every single goddamn person in this fucking chat. History shows again and again how nature points out the folly of man. Hey, look, it's a retard. Jogging is pleasantly plump. That guy's, I'm just going to ban that guy. I'm just going to ban I'm seriously about to just ban everybody that follows me. Let's just take a look here. Here we go. I'm grocery thick. Yeah, talk about yourselves. Don't talk about me. If you talk about me, I'm banning you right now. I overdosed on gravy. I was talking to my buddy Kevin, who's a fitness trainer in Los Angeles, about this. And I'm like, buddy, I need you. I'll pay you to fly up here. I need the lion tamer. We got to get dialed in. And we were talking about, because this is on a much deeper level than physical. And I know a lot of people face this and they don't know why. They're just gay, like, Owen. Why am I fat now? Like, I didn't used to be. What is it? I'll tell you what it is. It's your adrenals are blown. So one of the things about having a really big aperture is your endocrine system gets out of whack and you start holding weight. It's very easy to lose, but it's not what you think. It's not fat.
Schizobabble.
It's and so the reason I make fun of Richie from Boston being fat, and I'm going to show you a clip from my tour. One of the reasons I find watching my documentary a little hard is I was at peak fat when that was shot, and then I lost it, and now I'm getting back to that. I'm not as fat as I was in the doc, but it's not vanity. It's because I see weakness in myself in it. What causes fat, like someone being fat? It's sleepless nights. It's worry. It's weakness, in my opinion. And my life has so many like the death of animals. I take the death of animals very hard. And then I'm currently suing a giant company. I'm a witness in my own case. Having children, having a pregnant wife and by the way, a lot of people are packing on weight. I'm going to start calling it the COVID-19. I texted that to some people today. They didn't get the joke. When I see my fat gut, I see weakness. It's not about vanity. It's about, oh, I couldn't handle stress. I couldn't handle the COVID-19. You know, I take a lot of pride in the fact that I crush. When I'm here, I'm always moving, I'm always doing stuff, but it's always about worry. It's like, you know, if I put out the wrong watering thing, a chicken will drown in it. And then I have to take their body and get rid of it. And it's just a chicken, dude. I raised it since I was a little chick. You know, I used to get sad every time a chicken died. Now I just kind of throw them in the woods and hope somebody eats them. And I'm fighting all the time. And so the problem with that is my adrenals are always jacked. And so what happens then? You gain weight in your gut. That's why so many people, so many men especially, and overstressed women that have to work and be mothers, they become fat people. And I think one reason I mock fat people so much is because I see it in myself. That's how a lot of these things happen. So again, if someone wants to just be like, I did work out. This is me not that long ago, guys. Again, that's a very tall dude. That's very hard to do. I'm an athlete. That's in my 30s. Oh, now you're just a gay guy. I get it, man. I get it. The stress I faced was the collapse of the Christian community in America with infrastructure. So as people closed all their churches, it kind of blew some of my adrenals a little. I just wanted to address what obesity is and why I have a weird relationship with it. Because I used to be obese when I was a kid because I saw the pedophilia and no one would talk about it. So my adrenals blew. Or I can run some fucking stairs and face the fact that my aperture can blow my adrenal glands. Because their adrenals are blown.
What the fuck?
Having your aperture big when you don't know how to direct your energy. Start a homestead, start a family, do something with your energy. Because if you have an open aperture, if you see the horror of this world and you don't have a place to put it, you'll go insane. They'll go insane. and so I recommend we all have aperture.
Jesus fucking Christ. I can't eat while fucking... Watch, I'm gonna choke on my fucking food. I saw the pedophilia and no one was talking about it. That's why I'm fat. That shit. I don't know when I watched it, but I forgot he said that. That shit is fucking hilarious, dude. Alright, continue.
Exercises we do. It just blows up because it's almost like an airbag. Like impact, airbag, boom. And so because we're always living in the future in this squirting environment, nobody stops and says, I'm getting fat. Why? You know, is it my mind? And so when you're just seeing the world for what it is, and you got people whose apertures are this big, and it's to save their adrenals so that they don't, but here's the irony, that makes them fat too.
Schizobabble.
Because if your adrenals are too narrow, you don't know why the world is operating the way it is around you. I've never been better at the piano. I've never been more tuned in to my health despite my fat belly. The fat belly represents my inability to handle certain harsh realities of the world. I'm not just going to allow myself to become a fat person and die younger. Let's hear it, BB. This is so... Well, I mean, everything I'm telling you every day is just like... And guys, I know past this now. Like, that's why my mom always calls me Cassandra. I'm going to lose weight, and it's going to be because I changed my mentality. It's going to be because I don't blame my wife's bread or the fact that I can't work out because my kids want to hang with me. I'm going to change my entire mentality. 4 hours a day is a lot. Right, and I also run a farm, and I'm suing a multi-million-dollar corporation.
Right.
And I'm like... spearheading a cultural war. It's not a Mossad agent that's going to get me, guys. It's not the CIA. It's my health.
Diabetes.
Some of the worries, like the CPS coming to my house, the police, all this shit. Having to understand how laws work, how the police is a corporate entity, like what statutes they have. Guys, this is like hard shit, man.
They're pretty funny.
These times are crazy. Everyone's getting fat, guys. Everyone.
Right.
The elites... So a lot of these Hollywood people, they know what fat is. That's why they don't get fat, because they know it's all about your mentals. It's not even physical.
All about your mentals.
They take shots and drugs and all this stuff so that their endocrine system doesn't hold any weight. This is the little secret that no one wants anyone to know, but it's in plain sight. It's like so that's why when everyone's like, oh, you just got to start jogging again. Calories in, calories out. Dude, that's gone with the food pyramid, guys. That's all nonsense. It's stress. But the obesity issue happens with stress. And that's why when I watch my documentary and I see all the weight I'm holding, I see the pain of that era of my life. I see the pain of realizing that there was almost no theaters in the entire country that would allow me to perform, even if I paid them up front. $5,000 would be returned to me. And then I see the truth and innocence of my family all around me. And just, I can see my gut, but because my body it's trying to hold on. When you're not stressed every day about, your VCR payments or whatever, I don't even know what a bill, your rent and all that stuff, like that'll get you fat. It's about flow state. And when you achieve that, your adrenals and your endocrine system relax. And then this jiggle, this inflammation, it just starts going away at a rate you can't imagine.
Inflammation.
You can lose 50 pounds in a month, and people are like, oh no, it's going to release all the toxin in your body. No, it doesn't. It's not fat cells. It's not what people think. And a lot of quote unquote elites understand this. That's why they're all like chiseled for no reason. I get down on myself for being fat because to me, it reveals my weaknesses. It reveals panic. It reveals in me that I haven't been able to overcome the obstacles that are thrown at me in this world. Wondering if
laziness.
Anybody has any gravy on this. If you have a subterranean image that 40 means you're fat, do you get fat? Like and here's the thing, I don't fear death. I don't care if I turn 40. I have no vanity in that. Like none of that. I don't care. But something happened. Like when I turned 40, like literally the shape of my belly changed. And I was like, have I installed software into my mind that something changes because I'm 4-0? I did. It's awful. Dude, is that just me? Mind over matter for sure. Be right. The same mind I have that can I'm not causing the rainbows and the synchronicities, but I'm connected to all of it.
Right.
Fact. It's just beautiful things come from thoughts. You want to see a section of the documentary that didn't make it? It is in Idaho. And I know I look fat. I get it.
Ooh.
I'm not as fat now as I was then. But it's a sign of weakness. I can see the sleepless nights, the
lack of exercise.
I can see when you know yourself, you can see the stress of it. You're like, Jesus, you were a tub in the documentary. I know, Mountain Bear. I know. I'm still a bit of a tub. But we're working on it, aren't we, Mountain Bear?
I'm serious. You guys are looking at me like, oh no. I'm telling you, the Californians are going to come up when the wall should be up here. Keep them out. And they know about Idaho, man. They're going to try to come up. So, what's that? But you got to be like, get out of here.
I don't want to listen to the bad jokes, so we're going to skip.
Here's a phrase that has to come back. We don't take kindly to your...
He loves playing his bad jokes because no one buys their fucking CDs, so he's got to show people somehow. Let me just skip forward. How do I skip fucking forward on this shit? Jesus Christ. He plays the whole thing. What a faggot. Oh, here's the fat part. Here's where the fatty shows up.
Do you know how to get these things to stop beeping? I heard it beep again.
It doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
There might be a battery inside of the...
Shitty music to play in the background for this.
Alright. Let's see about that.
Look at his fat tits.
Did you check in the shower? Oh, there's one here.
Where?
It's already taken out.
Yeah, I already took it out. You hear that?
Yeah,
I swear, I think it's this.
could be, but then why isn't this one doing it? Unless there's an extra battery up in there.
I seriously think that's it.
You guys remember that? Exact person.
I think it's them beeping. I think we're good. Pretty funny, Cod. Well done. That's the most annoying shit ever. I know. It's just like, and I was at a friend's house. Well, one of Ryan's relatives, and so in a hotel it would have been a hammer. It would just been like, fuck you.
Like a retard.
How many bears does it take to find a smoke detector? One, mountain bear. You're a tub. You're a tubby bear, aren't you, mountain bear? You big fat fuck. That's okay with big fat mountain bear. Mountain bear's a big fat fuck. That's okay with mountain bear and his big fat ass. Dicks are loaded with calories. Yeah, ask mountain bear about that. That's why he's a mountain bear. He's a mountain of dicks.
Right.
All right. I thought
The
that
baby
was
didn't
funny,
like that
though,
joke.
that little clip. I know, I was just kidding. I am a big fat fuck. But see, if anybody knows me by now, I usually just then immediately call someone else it. I am a big old fat fuck. You're right, Mom Bear. Because I'm healthy as shit right now. I'm not making excuses. I really am. Every energy level, skin, I believe my organs, except for my stress gut. I've been getting stronger and learner since quarantine began. Nice. Good for you, Kodiak Bear. Just stop being so fat. Okay, Diffracted Bear. You're not Mountain Bear. I don't know you well. What do you call a Black Priest? Holy shit. Good one, John Denver Bear. No, we're going to crack the obesity code. I don't have fat. It's just my belly region.
Right.
And it's not fat. So how do we crack this code? Let's talk. Because I know I'm not the only one. This is the main thing in America right now. And I believe it isn't. Diet is part of it. The toxins in diet will shock the system. But my diet is fucking perfect, guys. It's perfect. It's stress. I've been working out like crazy, alchemized baby fetus. Obesity may be from eating alchemized baby fetuses. No. I eat food from my own land. Inflamed small intestines? No. I take iodine. Soda gives you belly fat. I don't drink soda. I don't drink alcohol. I haven't eaten bread in over a week now.
Maybe work out,
it's not
fatty.
that. Metabolism disorders from excess, like blah, 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 from
Maybe hit the
omega-3s.
gym.
My weight is hormones and stress. Yep, totally. But like, how do we put that into reality? I think it's inflammation and water retention. 100%. That's what it is.
Water retention.
Manifestation of the 40 that exists in your mind? Maybe.
Right.
Stress produces cortisol. That's what makes belly fat. Right. So you think coffee makes you fat?
No.
It's stress. Excess stress will pack weight around your gut. Right. That's why it appears so weak. That's why I want to mock fat people so much. But I guess that causes more stress and makes it worse. Hey, Richie from Boston, I get it, man. We're all a little fat.
Right.
Farms get fat from stressing about their yields. Yes, dude. And death of animals, like babies.
His baby goat died and he cried about it.
It
like
really
a pussy.
is. It's like that I gotta just become way more carefree. Should I just start smoking weed? No, that wouldn't be very responsible. Fuck, I'm so fucked. Maybe it's not responsible what I'm about to say, but do you think I gained weight because alcohol used to lower my stress? No. I'm not thinking that way. BB needs a farmhand. No, I don't. Why they call you mom, you big old fat. He's right though. Big old tub of shit in that documentary. I'm not as fat as I was in the doc, but I hate looking at it. I'm now gonna get like 500 fucking emails. Now when I don't respond, everyone takes it as a rejection of them. Ugh. It's like, you didn't. I offered my services, and I fucking send you $20 in a PO box, and I'm a subscriber, and you didn't even have the courtesy of writing me back because I'd be your farmhand. I'm like, dude, I can't possibly keep up with all of it. Now I'm mad at you though, so I'm gonna start a fucking whole page dedicated to ruining your life. My gut just goes boom, boom, boom. Maybe the trolls are just gonna kill me with fat. Also, don't get like obsessed with your like diet and stuff. That's also very gay and feminine.
Funny way to end that.
Worst breakfast for your waistline.
Shut the fuck up. Let's go back. Look for some more videos. Banana peels.
Worst breakfast for your waistline.
Oatmeal's healthy, right?
There's nothing good in oatmeal. Most oats crop.
The fuck up.
At a farmer's market last week, my 9-year-old daughter, an avid So my family is at a farmer's market last week. My 9-year-old daughter, an avid eavesdropper of your streams, spots a woman with a mask pulled down on her chin. With no shame, she loudly exclaims, "Huh, so I guess COVID attacks the chin now." So my husband battled laughing and shushing her. She defiantly declared, "Oh no, I got a backpack full of gravy and I always got a ladle with me. They can chomp on their dry biscuits if they want to." 9. This was a total shock to us as she had never spoken like this before. Thought you and the Bears would enjoy the hilarity from this 9-year-old
It's probably because it's not true.
legend. Don't ever stop. Boo Bear, Mississippi by way of Rochester area, New York. So this is what happens when you don't kneel. People, you know, people's lives get better.
And when you let your daughter in on the stream.
Yeah. And I was talking to Devin from Black Pill this morning. He's very disgusted with the whites, as a lot of us are. But I can explain this. Dude, hating blacks doesn't help you either, dude. It doesn't help you. They want that. They want you to either want to suck their dick or to kill them. Suck their dick or kill them. I don't want
You've only got two choices, guys.
you to hate me or to suck my dick. When you have women that are like, I hate the big dick, have this thing in them like, I hate the big dick. The Washington Monument does not look like George Washington's face.
Facts. What does it look like, guys? What does the Washington Monument look like? If you think about it, he's right.
It looks like a big dick. I can't keep looking at all these dicks everywhere. Like, make the dicks go away. It's not our dicks they hate. It's that. It's the empire. It's the big black dick. A big dick. I can't keep looking at all these dicks everywhere. Like, make the dicks go away. It's not our dicks they hate. It's that. It's the empire. It's the big black dick. 9. What do you see when you see Darth Vader's helmet?
Come on, guys. Let's be for real. Don't tell me you don't see a big black dick whenever you look at Darth Vader. Owen's spitting right now. We need to sit down and listen. Scholars like these don't come around often, guys.
Oh, how dare you? We're gonna get to it. Darth Vader's helmet is the head of a black man's penis. Put the big black dick on a pedestal. That dude right there, he's having homoerotic fantasies. Look at where he's covering. He's covering his penis. Random black man who's getting an erection. So that's why he's putting his hand over his penis. As he has his hand over his penis. And then he covers his penis. And no, I'm not the pervert. Oh my God, it's incredible. His penis got harder. He was sacrificed to the black penis.
Yeah.
So this is the big black helmet. What is inside the big black helmet? You take off the big black helmet, that's a phallic. That's a phallus. There can be only one phallus. Everything about it is phallic. I'll tell you why the black phallus has been created. For decades, they've been creating this black phallus. Show everyone your big black phallus and throw those bricks everywhere. You erect this big giant black phallus. I'm describing the phallus worship of the black man in America right now. Inside that big black phallus, begging a black penis for forgiveness, beg for black penis forgiveness. Unless I worship a black man's penis, on their knees for black penis. Guys, they let black people fuck them for forgiveness. Forgive me. Forgive me. I want you as my neighbor. I want you as my friend. I want you as my ally. I want you inside of me. I mean, oh. And there's a lot of black on white, man on man rape happening right now in these circles. A lot of them are the heads of your Bible studies. If that brother flipped that white Christian over and pulled down his pants and started banging him, if that black man said, put your head to the ground, And he pulled his pants down and fucked him and raped him in front of everybody.
And when you let your daughter in on the stream.
Yeah. Black men fucking in the cucks of what? Black men fucking in the cucks of white. Spread those rosy cheeks and don't fight. Ooh. Never fight. Spread those rosy cheeks and whites. Never ever fight.
Facts.
Whites don't fight. Black men raping in a cuckold white. Spread those rosy cheeks and never fight. Get on your knees.
Fight.
And we're going to push your shit back. And then you go to prison and it's magnified with a lot of rape. And so then they get all these whites to hold their pocket. Hold my pocket, bitch.
Hold my pocket.
Need 100.
Hold my motherfucking pocket, nigga.
Cucked white Christians on their knees begging in Jesus' name for my forgiveness or I can't get a boner. Then he starts wanting to rape them. Then he goes to prison for life or gets murdered. So obviously it's related to ween worship. Can't understand the cuck unless you understand penis worship. Guys, their entire religion is based around a severed penis. Babylonian penis worship. They do Babylonian worship. Penis worshiping. Darth Vader's helmet is, that's what I worship. Big black Babylonian dick. Suck on your little lollipops all you want. Suck on your big black lollipops. That quote unquote white man, Christian man is a prison bitch. He sucks on lollies. If that black man give him a lollipop and say, lick on that lollipop and tell me how sweet it is. Lick on that lollipop. Tell me how sweet it is. Get on your knees and beg in Jesus' name. I'm your new Jesus now. Now lick on that lollipop. Have compassion for the white cuck who's sucking on the lollipop. They're on their knees, licking on a lollipop, saying it's so sweet. It's so sweet. Tell me how sweet your lollipop is. Dude, the blacks aren't your enemy. They just want you to tell them that they got a sweet old lollipop. And if you don't get on your knees and you say, I don't want your lollipop, it's like, tell me about the lollipop. It's like, dude, get the fuck away from me with your lollipops. It's like, okay. That's all it is. They're not going to force you to lick a lollipop. The blacks, they're so broken that they're like, let me see, tell me how sweet it is. I will suck on the lollipop. Lick on that lollipop and tell me how sweet it is. Lick on this lollipop. Oh, yes, master, yes. I want to lick on your lollipop. Why don't you lick on that? Tell me how sweet it is. Oh, it's so sweet. Give me a big old smile on that lollipop. So you got, 100 whites on their knees telling you how sweet his lollipop is. What about 1,000? So how many lollipops is going to get him off? Do you already have the lollipop or you're going to wait for them to bring you one? You want a sucker? Lick on this Tootsie Roll. Lick on my Tootsie Roll. Tell me how sweet it is. We all love the lollipop. This is one of the most exciting times I can imagine being alive. It's such a sweet lollipop. Oh, yeah, it's a sweet old lollipop. What does he do now? You have to suck on 2 lollipops? 10? How many lollipops? That black man, if he said, if you want forgiveness, you take down your pants, you suck on this lolly, tell me how sweet it is. Lick on this lollipop and tell me how sweet it is. And be like, this one right here? Oh, God, in Jesus' name. Tell me it's a sweet lollipop. It's sweet. How sweet? It's the sweetest lollipop you ever had, huh? Yeah. The N-word is the word, yeah, nigga. Yeah, you stop saying those words. You're not allowed to say that word, nigga. Now lick on that lollipop and tell me how sweet it is. I'm sorry the word exists. I'll never speak it. If anyone speaks, it'll get him kicked off whatever platform they're on. This is the sweetest lollipop in the world. Just pull down my pants, please. Just get it over with. Tell me how sweet that lollipop is.
Owen's spitting right now.
Enjoy it. You're all scared, nigga.
Nigga?
My little white nigga. You scared, aren't you? Look at me in the eye. Enjoy that lollipop. Don't be scared. Bitch, we just got started. Lick on that lollipop. It's time to educate yourself. Tell me how sweet it is. It's so sweet. Enjoy it. Smile. Give me a smile, bitch. Show me a smile. Just smile on that face where you lick on that lollipop. Where's your family at? Is that your wife? Look at your husband licking on that lollipop. Do you want another one? Beg for another lollipop. I have no, this is okay. I love my lollipop in Jesus' name. Beg for another lollipop and give it to your woman. I'll take a little lick of it first. There we go. Here, baby, you have a lollipop. Tell me how sweet it is. I don't want to take your lollipop. Just do it. Okay, I'll take the lollipop. Baby, just do it. We have to make amends. Tell me how sweet that lollipop is. Get on your knees. And then she will. And then she'll get sexually aroused by the black man, not the white man. That's not her husband. No, that's a bitch. I've had addiction in my relationship with my wife.
When we were first together, I was addicted to the shame of hearing about her other sex partners she had had.
This clip is hilarious.
I know that sounds
I just like the sound.
weird, but the podcasts are all about honesty. I tried hard sometimes to get her to admit that I wasn't good enough. Admit it. I would want her to tell me that. I was addicted to the shame of hearing about her other sex partners. I know that sounds weird. I would want her to tell me that.
I'm having a blast. A blast, guys. Manu's like, friends, this is the most important video you've ever seen in your life. The left is going to put us in a shallow grave and fuck our assholes. The right hand is great. It's what I jerk off with. And then there's the left hand that I only sit on I punish my left hand when I use my right hand. My left hand goes in the anus. My right hand grips the shaft. And that's the only way it can possibly work, friends. I'm Stefan Molyneux signing off from Left is Hell, Canada. Why don't you leave? Because I need the part that's in the ass. Friends, the left needs to go in the anus and the right needs to grip the shaft. Because it grips the shaft. Fuck him, he needs to go in the ass. We have to grip the shaft. Stefan Molyneux, you know why he hates his left? Because it has to go in. And the right grips. Guys, so much of this has to do with squirting. It's disgusting. Friends, the left goes in the anus, the right grips the shaft. The left takes you to my anus. The right takes you to a grip of my shaft. Left hand, anus, right hand, shaft. The left goes in the anus. The right grips the shaft. Hey, wait a minute, what is this? Hang on, this sounds familiar. There's statues with this. What is it? Okay, so the left goes in, the right, so the left is in, the right. All right. The left goes in the ass, the right grips the shaft. We've been over it. In the name of Jesus, black man, please show me your shaft. Naming one of his hands that goes in his anus when he squirts. And then this goes in the anus, this grips the shaft. And that is how we beat Pelosi. The left goes in the anus, the right grips the shaft. Steph, you're a broken record of retardation. You think black people... So this fucking retard thinks black people are the problem, but they're also stupid. The left goes in the anus, the right goes in the shaft. Insert the left in, grip with the right. Squirt is the good one that makes me squirt. It jacks up the squirt. And left goes in the ass, right grips the shaft. My left is inserting, my right is gripping. It's time to squirt. Just remember, left goes in, right grips. Go to town. Remember, the left goes in the anus, the right grips the shaft. The left is the bad, dirty one. The right is the good one, the one that makes you squirt. The right grips the shaft, but without the left in the dirty place, we cannot squirt. How'd you know about the left goes in the dirty place? He takes his left, he puts it in. He takes his right, he grips. That's what he does every fucking day. BB, blood under your eye? Hang on. Yeah, other side.
From what, bro? What the hell?
By the way, if you're going to really, really just get to the meat and potatoes of Stefan Molyneux, like the real bones of them, and really empower them, you may accidentally cut your face. Dick hatred is because people don't realize what the Babylonian shit is. The right wing is the man. The left wing is the woman. If you want to beat your woman, go ahead. But they're women. That's why the male leftists are so fucking weird. It's like, oh my God, they're women. Darth Vader was a deadbeat dad. Right. He was a black ween, a black man who's getting sexually aroused. You just chub? You get chubbed? You chub up? Probably has homoerotic feelings towards daddy issues. The grab were inside the big shaft. And people were just drinking blood and cum. And maybe you should have thought about that decades before when you were drinking blood and cum. I've been listening to your stream since your first interview on Louder with Crowder. I stopped watching Crowder about the time he had you dress up as Liberace or Elton John or whatever that setup was. Yeah, it wasn't a dress, but yeah, it was humiliating. He bedazzled me and wore assless chaps. He wears assless chaps for no reason. He bedazzles me as he wears assless chaps. He didn't have to wear assless chaps. He bedazzled me. And I let him bedazzle me because I want to be a team player. He didn't have to put me in a bedazzled cage.
I want to watch that stream. I gotta find that shit. Hold up. Which stream was that? Does it say?
Yeah, it wasn't a dress, but yeah, it was humiliating.
He bedazzled me and wore assless chaps. He wears assless chaps for no reason. He bedazzles me as he wears assless chaps. He didn't have to wear assless chaps. He bedazzled me. And I let him bedazzle me because I want to be a team player. He didn't have to put me in a bedazzled cape.
You're letting a certain population know that you are, say it with me, class, open for business. Hey, love, what are you up to?
Watch how coconut oil affects belly fat.
Shut up. Annoying ad pisses me off so fucking much.
Watch how coconut oil affects belly fat.
Bro, they're paying to troll. Like I that's why I always say, like, if you're gonna talk smack, pay me. And so like these people will super chat and be like, ask Owen to bring up the event. It's like, dude, pay. So anyway, go ahead. Let's talk.
All right, we have an anti-Owen here that says Nightwave. Oh, this is Nightwave Radio. So this is apparently
only one guy.
No. All right. So he says Owen continues to reveal what a piece of garbage he is. Jesus Christ! I wasn't expecting this to happen tonight.
You're gonna make money on it, bro. Roll with it. Roll with it.
Owen continues to reveal what a piece of garbage he is. He has done on the internet. Okay, so let me just read all these out, and then you can answer.
Joe Rogan. I think half for Joe Rogan. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna read all these anti-Owens out, and then you can answer. You can answer for whatever happened. Call Owen out on his false striking small channels. Not cool, says Big Black. Now just hold on. Let me get through. Hang on. Ryan says Owen said this is fun. I'm having fun. Owen said he flagged them because he didn't like them censoring a channel that has been exposing pedos for years. 6 rental properties, not enough. Okay. Wyatt Earp says free Nightwave Owen. Owen flagging as gay ops. I don't know what that word means. I don't know gay ops. I don't know what gay ops means. Owen, you're a hypocrite. Owen, you're a hypocrite and a liar. Okay. Holy shit, man. Chris Hanna says, Owen, describe fair use for us low IQ folk. Okay. Bay Chevy.
IQ's 147. If they pay me 20 grand, I'll take a test.
Okay. Revenge of the Sith says, Vince, we love you and have been on your show. Owen is lying. No one mirrored his stream. Commentary was provided. This is fair use. Owen straight up said, if you don't like it, you may get a strike. Listen, I haven't looked into this, but I'm not going to say
it's so
I haven't.
Stupid.
Okay, I'm not going to play the Joe Rogan. I haven't looked into this. Owen, what happened? Tell us what happened.
It's the fact that we're even engaging in this is all right. Fine, let's date. Let's peck with the pigeons. All right, so these people just do video after video, just mocking and trolling and mocking, and I'm like, normally make money on that. And they don't make any money. And so I'm like, nah, and they offended me about my family. So I just
okay, I don't know anything about that. Yeah.
No, but it doesn't matter. Dude, they still can upload, they can still live stream. They have like 1,000 subscribers. This is all like a dude with like a trust fund.
Okay.
And we're all falling for it. It's ruining the whole conversation. It's so stupid.
Right. From what I understand is when someone gets a copyright strike, they can't live stream for 3 months. That's what I understand.
That's insane. Who can? Dude, this guy's lucky that this is our conflict resolution. Because like this is ridiculous.
Okay.
Do you know these guys? This is setup, Vince?
I have been on
Vince, is what's going on here, buddy?
No, of course not. I'm just getting 100 super chats about this. But
all right.
We can certainly move on and let's just continue
let's peck with the pigeons. I mean, let's really nail down what a copyright strike means and exactly what Nightwave Radio is all about. Let's just roll around in it until we all smell like shit and then we'll call it a day.
Right.
I don't get involved. I try not to get involved in
Well, yeah, but
drama.
you're not getting involved. See, that's the whole thing. It's legitimizing the whole thing. It's fine.
Right.
Just it's so stupid.
All right, so I want to move on to the emasculation of men and the disenfranchisement of particularly white men. So Black Pill
First, we got to start talking about nightwave radio a little more. I mean, we haven't gotten to the bottom of it. What exactly is a copyright strike, and how does it affect this schizophrenic retard?
Are you watching the chat too? Is that what's going on?
No,
Okay.
I'm not watching shit. I'm just listening to you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Who cares?
I feel uncomfortable now because this is happening.
Welcome to my world, man.
Black Pill.
Stand-up comedy, bro. Like when you've done stand-up comedy in front of 12,000 people in another country,
right?
You know, like YouTube trolling doesn't really do it. I used to be a heckler at a Renaissance festival in high school, where people would pay money to throw tomatoes in my face, and I had to figure out how to insult them to get them angry enough so that they throw a tomato because I'd make 10%. You know, from this gypsy named Boob. My life has been a series of like, I understand conflict. I can hang in the cut. You know what I'm saying? And so these guys, it's interesting to watch how people sometimes, you know, because you're a professional. You know, you're a moral guy. You know, we're Christian guys. We have families, but like some people, they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go down. It's like, no, just beat them all, just whack them all, bam, 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 or just ignore them because they're just trash. They're garbage.
Worst breakfast for your waistline.
Oatmeal's healthy.
Shut up. I fucking hate those.
How people in 1930 lost weight.
Cereal.
No human being had a bowl of dry breakfast cereal.
Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Anyways. Let us continue.
How people in 1930 lost weight.
Do it or you no come to Chinese. You do it or you no come to Chinese.
And they go, and then the Jews step in and they're like, I mean, we've done the numbers, niggers. You gotta kiss the yellow dicks. And then LeBron's like, for real? And they go, yeah, get right down on those knees of yours and kiss those yellow dicks. And they go, okay, I want them high tops. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting back in Spain, loving it. Alex Jones hates Glenn Beck. Alex Jones hates his own dick. Because he can't. Vox Day.
LMOA. He probably saw her dick and freaked out.
You're gonna see the devil's dick.
Because he saw her fucking 10-inch dick.
When you're sucking the devil's dick, you think that he protects you?
She's covered in Korean dicks.
They're just looking for dicks.
She has a dick covered in other dicks. Trying to suck some dicks.
She wants strange dick.
They just want to cut your dick off and explode themselves.
Just being gross. You know, Tom Arnold's dick.
Oh no, you gotta hear my story. So there I am. Like, I'm about to start jerking off.
Glenn Beck's a faggot. He likes dicks in his ass, his mouth, his hands.
He can literally be like, look at my dick, niggers.
Decapitated dickheads all over her fucking face.
Hey Trudeau, why don't you suck Obama's AIDSy dick again?
So if you eat a Twix, your dick falls off. I don't give a fuck if he tweets his dick and balls.
Have their fucking heads between their knees, and they're getting rammed in their ass by little Ben Shapiro with his little tiny dick.
Like when I was born, everyone looked at my cock and they were like, that baby gets it.
Like, how do you know I'm not bi? How many dicks you gotta suck to be bi?
Yes.
8 dicks?
Like Jack Nicholson fucking hung his floppy dick out of a car and was like, fuck you. I'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe I just met Jack Nicholson.
Is Andrew Yang a Chinese UN asset? No, he's probably just trying to get any girl to touch his dick. I like China.
Oh, you have big American penis. Oh, you have big American penis. Oh, I dig a big American penis. Oh.
To just get on their black knees and kiss their little yellow dicks. And I couldn't be more proud of those little fuckers.
I put the dicks on my face and I rub it in. I don't know. And Alan's like, I don't
like dicks because I'm gay. And I was like,
shout out Smoker Nation.
Watch how coconut work.
Gets me so.
Watch how coconut.
What the fuck are these fucking ads, dude? Talks for a while on this. I saw this already. Give me a sec. We're gonna watch part 7, and then after that, I'm catch some Z's. Who knows? Sleep a little bit. I can put these up later into videos.
That's going to do it for me today. Squirt jerking for life with no wife. Marty Lee's got a knife. He wants to clip my ween. I be squirt jerking for life with no wife. Marty Lee's got a knife. He wants to clip my ween.
Hilarious.
God. All right, guys. I love all of this. Oh, God, I love life. There's nothing like cracking a code and making a song out of it for an ungrateful little Luciferian.
Until you finally have enough balls to grab that nut. If Owen Benjamin was here.
My ween. God. All right, guys. I love all of this. Oh, God, I love life. There's nothing like cracking a code and making a song out of it for an ungrateful little Luciferian.
Until you finally have enough balls to grab that nut. If Owen Benjamin was here, he would want to kill that red squirrel because that red squirrel is Prometheus.
Prometheus.
He would say, we have to fucking kill that squirrel. He's trying to kill us all. It's a Lucifer squirrel. What happened? What happened? He took that peanut. He just took it. He just took it. Blasphemy. We're not here to eat in this world. Peanuts are here to tempt us, not feed us. We're supposed to be afraid of peanuts. We're not supposed to be eating them. And you're out in the lobby, aren't you? You're out in the lobby with giant adult children, drooling over each other because they don't know why they're there. And they're scared. They're terrified. And it takes compassion to hang out with those people. It takes compassion to pass through that door and have to skip over their bodies as they're ringing on the floor like soccer players, going, oh my God, I've been hurt so bad. But you got to go to class. You want that salt. You want to remember. And you're starting to notice that the boards to the face don't hurt as much as they help.
Ooh.
And then some of you go nuts and you turn into Rasputin. And he starts telling you, hey, I could do more of this. Excuse me, Transcend Bear. Owen never tells you to be afraid. He literally said, anyone who grabs a torch is a homo. Anyone who reaches for their own sovereignty is Lucifer. All right? So Transcend Bear, you need to wake the fuck up. Because you're following someone who wants you to be afraid because it makes him feel safer. And if you want to know what Owen's doing right now, Transcend Bear, it's playing the soccer player. He's begging for someone to give me a red card, isn't he? James tripped me. He said Lucifer's foot, whatever. And what happens when Marty backs me up on that? What happens when Robert Seffer backs me up on that? Now he can't just say James kicked me in the shin. He's got to go deeper. He's got to go deeper. And what you're seeing around you is part of this dojo earth. It's part of the system.
Right.
You were a yellow belt, and now you have to have a larger board come at you. You have to have more of this stuff hit you. And so we either advance or we don't. We either grow or we don't. Or we make excuses. Owen's a comedian. He doesn't mean everything. If he says something that I don't like, it's just a joke. If he says something I do like, he's wise. And we do this to each other so we can avoid going into the dojo. You don't want to go in there because you're going to get hit in the face with the board. It's going to be too hard. And when you're ready for the next level of belt, you're ready to step up. Thanks for the ninja gi there, Woodos. And that's the hardest lesson you will face when you're telling someone that. When you're showing someone that there's consent. And they don't want to accept that consent. They freak the fuck out on you, just like Owen freaked out on me. They freak the fuck out the second you show them the light. And Bob didn't act like Owen. He was like, and then he listened a second. And about 5 minutes later, he might have even gone so far to say, I see what you're saying. And I'm not saying he's agreeing with me. I don't want to speak for Bob. But he saw what I was saying. Do you have the courage to grab that nut?
Grab that nut, boys. Do you have the courage?
Because they support Black Lives Matter. And that's where the no objective morality gets you, hell yeah, beer. It gets you back in that Owen kiddie pool where you're pissing on each other. Where everyone's like, no, I'm the one who gets to say what morality is. No, I get to. Everyone's a fag who doesn't think what I think is moral. That's where you get. Instead, what you look at yourself is an adrenal system, an endocrine system of bones, of salt. And that when you do something bad, if you're fully seated in your body, you feel bad. And if you do something good and you're fully seated in your body, you feel good. And that this is not a battle of good and evil. This is a battle between the evacuated and the present. And that our job is to find presence, to find that salt, and to show the compassion for those around us. And so to claim that there's an objective morality is to literally phone it the fuck in. You're phoning it in. You're saying, objective morality means I don't have to make my morality anymore. I just listen to what the zeitgeist tells me. What does everyone in the kiddie pool think morality is? They think peeing on each other's good. Okay, that's morality now.
Alright guys, I'm about to pass out, so since this is 30 minutes into a 56-minute stream, I might put a timer on for an hour or something like that. Have it auto cut off, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm about to fucking pass out. I'm gonna put it for 25 minutes. I'm gonna put the timer on for 25 minutes for the stream to auto close. Because I'll probably be asleep between then and now, so. You know what it is? Give me a sec here. Let me put on the music actually. I'll just leave that on while they talk. Okay. Timer set. The stream will stop in 25 minutes. Enough time for the rest of this video.
And that's not morality.
Jordan, why is your daughter jumpy around you?
Well, I mean, you know.
I don't know.
I spent a lot of time with. I brought her to a lot of campfires.
Oh. What did you do at the campfire, Jordan?
Well, you could learn a lot from trauma.
Ugh.
Let's just say that.
Have you been listening to James True streams again, Jordan?
Well, it depends on what you mean by true. I mean, we can go on and on forever about it, you know? It's like, what is true?
Ugh.
You know?
He's got a good Jordan Peterson.
It's not opportunism. It's not opportunity. They're not being opportunistic. Like a nihilist can be opportunistic, like a James True type who's just slithery and is just like, oh, cozy up to this person and then this person. You know, like more of a Satanist. But like the subverted can't do that. They like can't hear it. It like makes them feel pain. Yeah, like Eric Nimmer, for example, could totally roll, doesn't feel it, doesn't believe it, ends up self-destructing every time. All those dudes do that. But there is a group that physically can't do it until there's a boot on their fucking neck. They won't see the lie. You know, so
how many bears are right now trying to find a YouTube clip of a midget kicking a bag?
Dude, did you hear the James True song by Anchor Bear?
Oh, no.
Bro.
That's how you know it's working. Good day, all. Welcome to episode 130, New Moon's Day. Today is the new moon, and one of many. And today is a great day to remember that. And yeah, there you go. Wow, thank you, Fo Bear. I haven't even started, and you're already calling me a bad name for something. That's great. Thanks, OKC Bear. OKC Bear, I've not forgotten. There's so many wrenches, it takes forever to kill all those. So that is coming. Thanks for being here, and thanks for the vitriol, Fo Bear. Bring it. It's perfect. It's perfect. I'm gonna read this out loud. Something I wrote. Some of you guys say, "Hello, Glowbusters." Some of you guys say, "James, sometimes you read stuff," and I'm like, "Yep, that's what I'm doing." I'm gonna read this. It is with great disappointment that we have refunded all payments for tickets to The Thing. Canceling The Thing was not an easy decision. Brent Shenneman and I have been working around the clock for weeks, networking over 40 volunteers, selling 107 lanyards, building the Living Salt Network, building 2 websites, interviewing caterers, producers, production, admin, workshop coordinators, artists, production staff to bring you something special. This has been a dream of mine for over a decade, and it is not over. It's just not going to happen on Ben's land, and we're going to explain why. It will be a reality soon, but it's not going to be here. All we have is our connection with each other. Even if The Thing isn't the flagship I wanted it to be, I know the land will step up and call us home soon. In vigilance, James True. P.S. All tickets have been refunded in full. In total, Brent and I invested about $1,000 on the planning of The Thing. We are that much ready for the next one, Excelsior. And that $1,000, most of that is in fees accrued for refunding your money. PayPal really gets you there when you try and refund. I was sad to send that refund notice, High Pocket 7. I really was. I really was. In answer to Hardwood Bear's thing, is the thing over? No, it's not. But what is over is James True producing that. James True being in charge of that. James True having any say-so or authority or decision-making process in that has been revoked. Ben and Christy own that land. It is their land. They speak for that land. Ben does not think that I am the right speaker for this thing. If you want to read into that, that's fine. If you want to read into the drama, that's fine. I'm just simply telling you that those are the facts, and I respect the land. The land is speaking through Ben, and he's spoken. Ben, I've been trying to get Ben on the phone since Friday. That has not been easy to do. In fact, it's been impossible. Right after I had to cancel The Thing, Ben has clarified that it's not canceled. So I'll read that to you because I don't want anyone to be confused about this, okay? What's canceled is James True's ability and authority as producer for The Thing. That's the only thing that's been revoked. But a lot comes with that. So let's first read Benjamin's statement. The thing clarification, let's start out with the thing being a heathen ceremony and gathering. After the Rhinebeck gathering, we decided that we would like to help spread campfire ceremonies again, and we would do one in the next place to commemorate it, helping kickstart a campfire campaign. We would even take time to go to some and help people get going while teaching them self-sufficient living. It was supposed to be 19 people, and because of high interest, we expanded to 30 or so. People are going to help a farm started to learn off-grid living and be part of a ceremony. Everything, including the ceremony, was very earthy about soil getting root again, sharing the experience so others can take it home and learn to break free of the system again. A giant, this is really the concerning, giant party festival was never the plan, and it certainly was never Luciferian. Benjamin is telling you that I am a Luciferian, and that he, as an Odinist, he does not follow Christian cosmology, including Lucifer. If I did this festival was still about roots and not either, so that would again not apply, kind of confusing there, but anyway, every attempt to bring it back in line and put the meaning back into it has been rejected, according to Ben, so the festival has been called off. That's more about me. He's saying that he was attempting to bring me back in line and that I rejected that, so the festival has been called off. I hate that he feels that way, but it's his land. He gets to feel this way. The thing will still very much be happening. See, listen. The thing will still very much be happening with the people who came and are coming to work with the land and learn. Aaron and Badger are already there and more on the way. It will be a small gathering as originally talked about, but I think it will be amazing. It was never supposed to be huge, but it was meant to spread across the country and still be very interesting in helping that happen. Thank you, everyone. I'll be back to the signal for a few days and we can work all this out. So, the Owen Benjamin, the same call of James is a Luciferian, has infested this festival, and I think probably what Ben decided to do was cut bait. I think the reason why he wasn't calling me back is because, frankly, he didn't have the ego at the time to spend those calories and say, James, I gotta pull the plug. Ben and I were friends. This is a tough one on my friendship with him, especially the Luciferian label shit, because it's so Owen, but there it is. It just can't be me. I am too much of a flame starter to be the figurehead for this event and be on that land. We had sold 107 lanyards. We raised $11,000 on the Living Soul Network, specifically for the event, specifically for the lanyards. That was going to pay for the food. All the volunteers that were coming out, I wasn't going to have volunteers come out to that land unless we had food to unite us. That was going to give us a morning and an evening meal. Those meals were bonding rituals, really, was what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to start everyone off in the morning, kick everyone off in the afternoon. The meals were the most important part, in my opinion. In fact, the catering, the three sisters in charge of our catering plan was sort of like the main event of this thing. And it was part of why we were charging $89. That lanyard was for food. It was going to pay for your Friday dinner, Saturday breakfast, Saturday dinner, Sunday breakfast, Sunday dinner. All of this had been budgeted out. All of this I ran by Ben. Every time we made another $1,000 on tickets, I would text him. We would celebrate. This was never a trick. It was never trying to trick anyone. All right. I think what happened is that Ben hit the land and he realized this is too much. It's not for me. And I actually think that when you've been driving a car for so long, to have someone like James come in and drive that car, meaning your land, is threatening. And I think that's why Ben wasn't able to reach out to me. He literally kind of left me hanging this weekend as I was waiting to clarify. This accusation about it being Luciferian is really, really starting to get old, guys. I need you to grow the fuck up. All right? I talk about Judaism literally every other day. No one calls me a Jew. No one says James is Jewish because he was talking about Judaism today. I talk about Christianity more than Judaism. And most of you insist I'm not a Christian. And it's very hypocritical to say, because I discuss a simple concept, a historical record about King James and what the fuck he did to create a figurehead called Lucifer. That's all I told you. That's the only thing I told you. And to paint me as Luciferian because of that is about the most childish gamma thing I could see, and it comes from Owen Benjamin. Now, I know Owen and Ben are friends and they talk, and I get it. Everyone's going to pick their side and do whatever. But you guys, if we can't talk about religion, what the fuck are we allowed to talk about? And Balderson cut bait with me on this. I don't think it's personal. I think that's actually why he wasn't able to call me, and that's okay. It's his land. I love that he has land. I can't think of anyone out there that I want to have land more than Ben. And I hope that Ben maybe will learn a lesson on maybe communicating better. Maybe going, hey, James has raised $11,000. He's got 40 volunteers. They're all scheduled. He's got meals. He's got all this lined up. I need to call him. I really, really wish that people would stop feeding Owen Benjamin and calling me Luciferian. I really wish that we could just look at things and just have real conversations. Because they're doing it to demonize my message. Guys, if I was a Luciferian, I'd tell you. Isn't it funny how King James decided while he was burning herbalists and heathens, by the way, Ben, that while he was burning herbalists and heathens, that they were declaring the entire religion of the New World evil. And they were going to the Mound people and literally erasing their fucking culture and painting it with bad words like Luciferian. And if you want to know what Owen's doing right now, he's dressed in women's clothing as King James, and he's burning fucking herbalists, and he's calling them Luciferian, and he's talking about the Iroquois Confederacy, the Mississippians, the Mound people, the Peyoteans, the Cherokee, the Creek, the Seminole. And in his mind, he's righteous. Do you know why? Because he suffers from Zionism. He suffers from germ theory. And he's so fucking twisted that he wants to get in Ben's ear and convince him that I'm a Luciferian too. And fine, Ben needs that journey. He needs to go through that. We all do. So does Owen. And the fact is that I'm too complex to be a Luciferian because a Luciferian doesn't even fucking mean anything. It doesn't even have a meaning, guys. There's no philosophy. There's no tenet. There's no way of life. There's not a basic core belief. There's not a cosmology. There's nothing fucking there. But my cosmology is literally written all over my live streams every day. I believe in Dojo Earth, a stationary Dojo Earth. What does that mean? A freaking place for you to learn how to not be a dickhead. That's why we're here. We're here to not act like the way I act, or Benjamin acts, or Owen acts, or whoever else acts. We're here to stop doing that. We're here to grow some discernment like they were balls. And we're having trouble with that. Why? Because we're living in a kiddie pool and we're peeing on each other, insisting that the hot water means it's clean. I'm an aperturist, and none of you even have a word for that until you met me, because you got your shit from a Hubba Bubba rapper. You got your shit from a cross-dressing herbalist who's living inside the head of Owen Benjamin every time he opens his fucking tongue. The guy is literally afraid of every single wheel because he thinks it's gay. Roller skates are gay. Roller blades are gay. Inline skating's gay. Unicycles are gay. Bicycles are gay. Cars that are not powered by motors are gay. Skateboards are gay. What else is gay? Let's see. And some of us get up at 5 in the morning. And when I get up at the 5 in the morning, you know what I don't have to think about? Is gay butt sex up in the sky. I get to have my coffee underneath Venus and write. When everyone else is asleep, I get to write. And I don't have that corruption in my head. I don't have this idea that everything out there is gay or germed or evil or broken or not Zion. Because I know why I'm here. Because it's in my cosmology. Because I put the fucking calories in to build it. I build it brick by brick. I laid a foundation. I got a permit. I went to school. I installed plumbing. I installed electricity. I installed high-speed fucking internet so I could make sure that this thing was right. And I'm an aperturist for it, which means I can look at someone who supports Black Lives Matter and see that there's someone trying to find their morality. And that's why you can read into all the other bad shit you want to say about me, because I'm telling you how important it is to be a fucking dolphin. To lock the fuck into humanity, because that's the closest touch you will ever have to God inside this kiddie pool. It's your wife, it's your kids, it's your mother, it's your father, it's your brother, it's the ass fucker who's calling you Luciferian every day on his live stream. And you have to reach each of them. And that's what I do every fucking day. Sorry, I'm cussing. And when you see me posting things like, Owen and I are friends, I don't care that he calls me that. That's me practicing compassionarianism, while he's not. While all the bears who are calling me because I have no family, because I have no kids, how fucking evil I must be, or Lucifer, that's not Christian. And I'm not going to have land because I'm not going to be able to raise $200,000 like Owen Benjamin did with zero promises. And if I do raise $11,000, I'm going to give it back to you the moment the land says, no, James, you're a Luciferian, get the fuck out of here. 2 weeks ago, whenever the Owen Benjamin started, it was the Lucifer's Oil live stream. Did Owen call me after Lucifer's Oil? No. Did he text me after Lucifer's Oil and say, hey, James, my friend, what the fuck? No. Did he reach out to me? Did he invite me on his show? Did he think, oh, I should give James a chance to explain? No, no, no. He acted like a bitch. No wonder you turned away from me. No wonder Owen gets upset and nervous and won't have me on. Because he looks at my cosmology next to his, and he realizes how retarded his is. He realizes how it has no calories or no love put into it. He realizes it's not even a cosmology. It's just a bunch of things that he's called gay, next to a bunch of things that he thinks maybe aren't gay yet. And every morning when he wakes up, if Owen gets up early, he thinks about butt sex. I lost 30% of my subscribers for telling the truth about Epstein Island. And Owen took maybe 10% of my subscribers for telling you the truth about King James. And every day someone makes this more expensive. And it got so expensive that Ben had to cut me loose because of that. And I will be cut loose again, because my ass will not stop. Especially not with these super chats. Thank you guys so much. Yes, that's right, Billy Bob 75. You don't hate Owen then? You want him to progress in the karate belts then? Yes. Yes. In fact, the times that I've whacked his ass, which I've definitely done, you can tell by the way he responds, those have been my attempts to get him to adjust his stance, to get him to improve. And the only way he's going to improve is if you hit him in the face with a board. That's how karate works, guys. I'm just telling you, that's how karate works. I don't worship Owen, but I enjoy his work. I think he's just shit testing you, James, seeing how you'll react to a roasting. I guess so, Alex. I would say that was maybe true like the first 2 or 3 days. But honestly, I think Owen uses me for content now. Like, he literally just needs something to talk about. Owen doesn't research. He doesn't read about Lucifer. Remember, that's all butt sex stuff. He needs someone else to do that work for him. That's why most of that language you hear out of him is coming from this channel, which is fine. I call it resonance. I think it's beautiful. I don't think that I have original ideas. I think that I resonate good ideas, and others resonate good ideas, and each of us resonate that. Sensei James has lots of boards to break on faces. That's right, Autonomy, I do. That's why there's channels like James True. In fact, it's so hard that's why there's channels like Owen Benjamin where you could go, no, let's not even go there. Let's just call everyone who doesn't fit in our Hubba Bubba rapper cosmology a racist, but we need something for religion. What's kind of racist for religion? Luciferian? Bingo. It's the oldest trick in the book. Make it expensive for someone to consider an idea, and they won't consider it. And that's how we make things expensive, And that's literally how mind control works. For as much as Owen tells you he's not a wizard, that guy's a fucking wizard. We both are. Start a fire tonight. Do what Ben's gonna do, start a fire. Do what I'm gonna do, start a fire. Owen's not gonna start a fire, he's afraid of fire. He's very worried about torches and flames. That's what giants are. But you can start a fire. You don't have to be afraid. I really appreciate you guys, I do. I really do. And I really appreciate Ben. I really appreciate Christy. I love those guys. I do. I've been trying to love Owen, but he just will not fucking stop. And it's harder to do that. And that's why I'm a compassionarian, isn't it? It's why I'm an aperturist. It's why I'm a compassionarian. Because every morning when I wake up, I'm like, can I heal this? And a lot of times I get up and go, fuck no. And that's okay. Because I only have so big of an aperture myself.
I like the slap gives warning shots. Yeah, dude, I'm consistent as shit. I don't take things personally. Unless people come at my family or like really, unless people like almost go illegal, at that point, if you listen to that person, you're never allowed here again. But someone like Marty Leeds or James True, they never like threatened me. They never crossed the line that some of the Gamma Hives did. I just think James True is a fucking, he has the emotions of like a stripper on coke. Like he's so clingy and so weird and he's so satanic. And Marty is so obsessed with the Trinity that if you don't agree with everything he says, he thinks it's because you hate architecture. And he thinks everyone's judging him because he has dead balls, but in reality, you know, half the Western world has dead balls, dude. No one cares. I think the world, people without kids can help people with kids. You know, it's really fucking stressful having a bunch of kids. So, you know, just do your role properly. Everybody's not a breeder. You know, and if your balls shut down because of radiation and constant draining from watching pornos, you know, that's the Trinity right there. The 3 levels. Radiation from the laptop, radiation from the cell phone, jerking off too much. That's the Trinity. That's the real Trinity that makes your balls dead. He thinks we hate numbers if we don't get his... Yeah, he thinks that if we're not into this endless number shit that we don't like him or we think he's evil. Not at all. Dude, Benjamin Balderson is a good buddy of mine. He's a full-blown heathen. Like a proud heathen. I think he's an honorable-ass man. I don't give a shit what kind of Christian you are. One of my best advisors in my life is Muslim. You know, really honorable guy. Dude, Balderson knows so much shit about the world, and he's a full-blown heathen, like Odin fucking heathen. And Marty Leeds thinks just because of his obsession with numbers, we think he's evil or some shit. No. No, it's because you're a cunt and you have dead balls. And you think that James True's the same way. It's like, oh, if you don't think Lucifer's coming with his torch to save us, that means I have to be your enemy. You have to make an enemy because that's how Zionism... I'm like, dude, no, stop. You're setting up false binaries. Where if I don't agree with your stupid rant about how we have to lie in a ditch to feel like a dead body, then I'm against you. No. And they have the emotions of strippers. They have the emotions of a stripper on a coke bender that you dated for a week. That's like, where are you? You abandoned me. Where are you? Oh my God, Jesus. Dude, it's insane. It's etheric. Dude, root yourself, boys. Root yourself. Balderson is alpha. Dude, I love Balderson. JT is gamma. Leeds has gamma tendencies. Yes. I think Balderson is alpha. James True is a full-blown gamma. And Leeds is delta with Bravo tendencies. Or delta with gamma tendencies. I think Leeds, the fact he can do plumbing and he can do a job properly means he's delta. Like, he enjoys completing tasks. But he's a special boy that wants to be the special king that no one knows about, huh? And then he looks at his dead balls and he thinks that makes him worse of a man. It doesn't. A lot of great men had dead balls. I used to think I had dead balls for like a year. And then I realized I should just stop whacking off